So in question 14 here, we're asked to factorise this thing. Now, if I'm honest with you, I just poked around with this before starting the video, just to check I could do it, and this is what we're going to get to. So here was the thought process. I looked at this and I thought, well, okay, factorise it. When I think factorising, I think taking something out the front and putting things in brackets, but what do I take out the front here? Do I factorise sec out of these two terms? Do I factorise a cosec? I'm not quite sure. And then I realised, okay, I've got four terms here, and the first term is made up of a cosec sec, and this term here is made up of a 2, so I'm starting to think, well, this is a bit like a set of double brackets, isn't it? So if I put a sec x in this bracket and a cosec x in this bracket, then the first term would be a sec cosec. Now, what goes here? Well, I'm only going to get a 2 by multiplying two numbers here. So this is going to have to be two numbers, and the two numbers are going to have to be 1 and 2. If I'm going to be able to spot them, they're going to have to be the factors of 2. So I'm going to put a 1 and a 2 in here. So it could be 1 here and 2 here. It could be 2 here and 1 here. Those are my options. If I'm going to get positive for this one and then negative for these two terms, they're both going to have to be negative. So it's sec minus 1, cosec minus 2, or sec minus 2, cosec minus 1. And if you can see in my little rough working out, I got it the wrong way around first of all and had to scrub it out. So I happen to know now, just by trying both, that that way around is going to help. And if we expand these brackets out now, sec cosec, that's that, minus 2 sec minus cosec gives us that term, and then minus 1 times minus 2 is minus 1 times minus 2 is our plus 2. Hence, solve that equation. So if you look at the equation in 14b, it's that lot equal to 0. So let's solve this equal to 0. So in other words, sec x minus 1 equals 0, or cosec x minus 2 equals 0. So solve sec x equals 1, cosec x equals 2, and just to spell it out, I suppose that is 1 over cos x equals 1. So that is 1 equals cos x, and this is 1 over sine x equals 2, so sine x equals a half. And those two equations need solving in the interval 0 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 360. So we're now back into an AS level question. These are the sort of things that we solved in year 12, so I'll leave you to finish it off from there.